Hey Gold fam, Culver coming at you again. Today's Easter, everybody's settled down. Thought we were gonna do a hangout tonight, have some dirt to go through. This is the cons from the Colorado sluice run that I did. We got a fairly good amount, some pretty good looking material. It's got quite a bit of heavies and black sands in it, but I think we can burn through it pretty fast. And another note I wanted to bring up is I've hit 250 subscribers and blown past it. I really appreciate all your guys' support. From the bottom of my heart, our family have enjoyed the gold community. You guys have been warm and welcome, and it has been nothing short of amazing. I've made so many good friends that have become like family to me, and I want to keep this thing going. And to celebrate the 250 subscribers, we're gonna throw a keyword that you need to put in a comment on this video to get on a half-gram bag giveaway. Winner's choice of dirt. We have the Colorado or color red dough. It's very challenging pay dirt. I've gotten feedback it's the most difficult one out of the bunch. I got very little of the Independence Pass left over, and of course I got plenty of Rattlesnake Gulch. I got a whole truck bed full of that. But let's see what we find in this Colorado River dirt. I did see some flakes when we were running, just quick pan backs at the river. Didn't clean anything up, so we have most of the material here. Get this shook down good into the bottom of the corner. Very little muck. This is all been cleaned up by the mat for any kind of silt or grit. So that makes it a lot easier, and I classified everything 20 mesh, so got rid of all the rock, make it really easy to do a large amount like this really quick. Anyway, in the comments, to get in on this 250 sub giveaway, I want you to put in hashtag Culverizer. Then whatever comment in there. And probably next week, we'll do a comment picker and see who the winner is for a half-gram bag of Culver Prospecting pay dirt. It's been an amazing ride, and it keeps getting better as I go. And I want to give a shout out to everybody that's helped me along the way. Of course, Big Texas Prospecting, Dylan Miller at Miller Prospecting, Flower Gold Wizards, indirectly Vendetta, Mike at Gold Nugget Sales, Shannon at Gold Pens and Suntans has been amazing, Mega Dog 555, PA Patriot and Prospecting, Wrenches Repairs. You know, I went through a bad time and you guys were there, and I know good people when I see them, and the prospecting community is not like any other community that I've ever been a part of, and it's truly humbling and honoring. And I'm gonna keep going and doing the best that I can, be there for you guys when you need it, and I'm sure that you do the same for me, as I already know that you've done. So remember, hashtag Culverizer. And then we'll go through the comments and pick out a winner. Maybe it'll have a little bit of this shiny in it. We already got down to some black pretty fast there. Maybe I underestimated how heavy this was. I'm sure we can get through it. Just gotta see that black, shake it back up until you see that blonde again. Wash that blonde off. I also want to thank 403 Prospector for helping me do my intro video. I think that's pretty rad. I really appreciate that, Travis. Once I get a few more things put together, you'll be getting a package sent your way. Can't forget Mr. GS Prospecting. He always leaves a comment on every video. He is always there. I don't know how the dude does it, but man, you are everywhere. And always out on the creek. Also wanted to mention I started a Patreon. Memberships are $5. Not asking for a whole lot. It is going to be beneficial to get out to farther reaches of places I would like to go prospect. And once we get up to like 10 members, 15 members, we'll start doing a monthly thing. I don't want it to get too big and crazy like some rodeos I've seen, but just a little help to go out prospecting would be super spectacular. And I got to thank my very first Patreon member was Shannon, and my second was Wrench. John, Shannon, I really appreciate it. Shannon has been a super big supporter of me in this endeavors, and can't ask for a better friend. Thought I saw a pretty good flake on top of that. It's just a yellow rock. That got dark quick. Kind of like my humor. Oh, I also forgot to mention A3 Sky Warrior. Dude, you're always shooting me texts, telling me what's going on, checking in on me. Living Room Panner. My thoughts and prayers are with you, friend. I hope your health is improving. It's good to see you tonight on Outlaw Show. I know I'm forgetting a bunch, but I didn't really have this all scripted out. It was just like, well, PA's busy tonight, so I gotta do something. I got all this dirt to pan. Might as well do a video. And I'm sure Aurelio and Aiden are curious about what they dug up with me. Very pretty material all the way through. It's been some heavy garnet sands mixed with black sands in the bottom here. Maybe we switch to the smaller riffles now. Been giving this XP more of a run. I sure do seem to like it. I mean, I usually just use the cheap little pan with the V on it over there that a lot of people see me pan with already. But I figure, I have this XP, might as well give it a go. See if I can get used to it, see if it's comfortable in my hand. I've been trying it in the field too, where I normally use a Garrett. I still kind of prefer the Garrett a little bit more, but with this snake skin, I kind of like how it works in black sands there at the bottom. Garrett has a longer, shallower back to it, so it works well in the same manner. It just doesn't have that cool texture on it to trickle that off slow. I found that it seems to work really well when I'm panning some of that silver that Wrench sends me. I really appreciate that, and that has really honed my panning technique down, is getting that silver out of that material. That is hard. And then I'll go through the very last of it with tweezers and pick it out and add it to my jar of silver, which I got a pretty cool jar of crystalline silver now. But I do enjoy it. It is a definite challenge to get silver out of heavy material. So we did some activities down in Grand Junction, Colorado today with Great Grandpa. It's good to see him. And the kids' grandpa, Walt. Got to see them. Tried to toss the football around a little bit. Shoulder's not very happy with me now, but it's kind of worth it at the moment. Imagine it's not going to get any better as I get older either. They still want to cut on it, but I haven't really, unless I was getting worked on by a pro athlete surgeon, I kind of am hesitant to see it, because it would put me out of work for a while. Can't really do that now. I work worked was really cool with me on the time that I had to take off just after my accident. I would kind of like to space it out if I had to take off any more time for a while and build up some cash reserves so that I could do that. So that's obviously way down the road. And yesterday night, that was quite the show over at Big Texas's Rodeo. I'm still in disbelief I won that big old nugget. That's truly a awesome win, amazing. And from jump, that alien nugget or whatever George was calling it, or peanut, that one was calling to me the whole time. I kind of knew. Just a little bit of prospectors or Native American blood intuition, huh? So we're getting down to nothing but the jet blacks. I'll get you a little zoom in here. Yeah, the good stuff. I haven't seen any gold poking out yet. We must got it worked down in there pretty good by now. Yeah, I just saw a twinkle. I'm gonna switch it over to the snakeskin side. Oh, I see a flake there. Nice. Came back down in the pile. There it is again. Hopefully it's another one. Just feather it off nice and easy. Watch for those colors to poke out. You see them start to poke out, shake them back down. There's a couple colors. Get back down in there. So if you guys are new to this or needing any prospecting tips, information, just want to bullshit, you can get a hold of me through my email that's on my about page. If you don't already have my cell phone number, I'm sure that I can get it to you there. I also have my pay dirt shop, culverprospecting.com. Got all our pay dirts for sale and a couple of Culver t-shirts up on there. Any suggestions, any other stuff you guys might want or need out of there? Not really gonna do like a prospector shop or anything like that. Just mainly pay dirts. Any suggestions on kind of materials and stuff you'd like to see? You know, I got Colorado's version of red dirt from Australia type. Got your good old fashioned meat and potatoes river gravels, and then some high elevation type material from the Independence Pass. It's got a lot of tin and other material in it. Some naturally occurring gold Independence has been my favorite. I usually run the material myself to find gold, and the material I bring home, I don't search it other than classifying it to 1/2 inch minus so that it can go into pay dirt bags. There's not a terrible amount of big gold to be found in that area anymore. If I did find one, you'd obviously see it on my channel jumping up and down screaming Yahoo, but not necessarily saying the exact spot I found it at, because then the whole mountain would be gone. But I'm always open to suggestions on stuff people would like to see in pay dirts. Some ideas that I can get here locally for you. Colorado is full of amazing geology. I know that I'm wanting to get down there to New Mexico and do some prospecting with George. Hopefully Shannon could get out there too. I'm not sure who else. It's probably about the only big trip that I'm going to be able to do this year. I know Freedom Fest is right around the corner. Sure would like to do that one of these years. Not sure if it's in the cards this year, but you know, I'm sure next year will be there too. I know Yuba's coming up. That one would be technically a little closer to me than the Freedom Fest. A lot of the people I know are out east and are going to be doing that one. So one of these times, that place will get culverized. Go out and throw some dirt with y'all. Tell war stories. What have you. Or if anybody sees this video and would like to go out and prospect, that could be something that could happen too. Pretty much every place I've gone in Colorado, I can find a speck of gold someplace. May not be the biggest one, but some places they call them nuggets. Other places they call it fly poop. Just depends where you're from. I know I'd like to get down to Arizona and do some snooping around there at some point in my life. I know there's some guy down there that does pretty good. Probably why there ain't no gold in Arizona no more. Okay, we got a few very dense BBs. I really appreciated the help having Aurelio come out and his son Aiden doing this with me. That was a blast. I was hoping to do it this weekend with my son, Prospector T, and Aurelio and Aiden. But snowing and blowing outside. And today was more of the same. Not a very nice Easter here in western Colorado. We're expecting snow overnight. I imagine the drive into Aspen's gonna be fun, as usual. With all the crazy drivers on 82, including myself. Well, not as crazy anymore after what happened with me. And like always, I've heard on the giveaways, YouTube's not affiliated or associated with my 250 subscriber giveaway. They're not responsible for any of the crazy stuff I do. I'm just sharing it with you because more than one person that enjoys going out in the middle of nowhere and digging holes. Not to hide bodies or anything, just to look for gold. Okay, we got most of that worked out pretty good. Get a little water in here. Get a little bit of washback going. I used Dawn this time instead of jet dry. Some people love it, some people hate it. My mix bottle I had, I'm out of. So I gotta go get some more jet dry and mix up some Dawn. I found adding the Dawn and jet dry together keeps the suds down, and you don't gotta use near as much jet dry. Alright, let's see if we can get this zoomed in a little more. There we go with a couple pieces there. I got some soap hiding the other ones. I'll see if I can get some still picture shot for you. So here's a close-up of that gold. We couldn't see it through the bubbles, but pretty good specs, you know. Just goofing around. That's our biggest flake. It's a feeler, nothing too crazy, but it's a good time out. And always, peace. Get your hashtag in.